Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thanks again for joining me here. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Quick look here at Solana, seeing what's going on. We got our X marks a spot on the chart here based on that previous descending trend line. So if you're curious as to what that is, that kind of just lets us know we have a little bit more confirmation taking a trade above the cloud versus below the cloud. And that's kind of what we can see here with this descending trend. So we'll pay attention to that here. We're going to talk a little bit about liquidation, kind of see what's going on. And if you're new to the channel, not a financial advisor, love to teach people to trade. Hope you can learn something today. Congrats to our community members for some decent profit here yesterday. Chainlink short, 10 hours, 18%, 5x leverage trade, nice and safe. And then, of course, we have an older ID trade, 214% in 5 months. I don't mind waiting 5 months for that kind of profit, personally. Again, keep in mind that percentage profit does fluctuate, of course, depending on how much profit you've already taken. Okay, so again, we took a good 80% of profit on that already. So even though that's a pretty substantial number, we didn't take like a monstrous amount. But again, a 5x leverage trade, getting that kind of profit roughly 5 months later, perfectly fine. Okay, again, different strokes for different folks. What we're going to look at here, of course, is the backend data for Solana, kind of see what's going on. We can see there's more liquidation levels below than above the price action. This is just based on the last 7 days, so this isn't like a big deal, but it is something that we want to note. So $93 is that lower level here. I wouldn't say it's a support level at 93, but technically it is. And it's not because of liquidation, it's just that liquidation accumulates at support. Okay, so oftentimes we'll see that. Therefore, we could see a sweep of 93 at one point, but for right now, last couple of days have been holding strong. Next current liquidation level would be $99 as a close approximate. So as per usual, $98 to $100 we've talked about previously is a resistance level for us. So just some heads up on that. That's kind of what we're looking at there. With the last 7 days. We can look at the last 12 hours just quickly here to note that there's a lot more longs than shorts entering the market, okay? And that's a good sign for the most part, letting us know that this $98 to $100 level should be retested. And a lot of this is based on this breaking this descending trend line, okay? So higher highs, higher lows are being established at this point. So more confidence in taking longs. And I would side with that too. I think that there's definitely a good consideration for the price to continue to come up here to 99/100, sweep that level of liquidity, and potentially establish that as a new support. Good news is our price for our current Solana trade, if I'm not mistaken, is in the $97 range. So if you are, we're pretty much at break even right now. So if you're concerned about that trade, you can go ahead and jump ship. But we're going to talk about why the price should and will likely continue higher. Okay, so because again, a lot of folks have different different strategies in trading. Me personally, I don't mind setting it and forgetting it. That's basically the concept. And most of my entry targets are going to be based on invalidation levels too. So typically if the price goes below the third entry target, it's invalidated. But at this point here, we got perfectly filled at that third level and the price recovered right at 93. So loving the way that's moving here so far. So we'll see here. And now again, keep in mind, Bitcoin today, for the moment, looks bullish. Now, does that mean much at all? Not with market movers having billions of dollars and can sell out at any minute. But the truth is, a lot of positive contributing factors on the daily for Bitcoin right now does influence this coin here as well. So if we take a look at the daily time frame, we can recognize a few key factors here. Let's go ahead and double check this. We talked about this previously being below the 50-day SMA, above the 20. Not a perfect place at all, but definitely a good place. However, 98 to 100 is right there where the 50-day is going to be averaging itself out. So again, getting above this level would be extremely important. It'd be nice to get above this longer term descending trend line as well, based on candle wicks. But again, beggars can't be choosers, as they say. So at this point here, if we look at the RSI staying above 50 in the RSI, we got a stochastic potential swing to the upside, and money flow index is maintaining above the RSI. Those are all positive contributing factors. We got an MACD-FU potentially occurring here, which is exactly why you wait for a convergence or divergence to occur before taking a trade. Because again, some folks will be like, oh, it's going to go ahead and drop down below. I'm going to go ahead and take a short. Sorry, folks, that's not exactly how it works. You got to wait for confirmation. That's exactly part of it. Daily time frame especially takes a few extra days to be patient, okay? But we kind of take a look at this patience here as well. On the 4 hour, we can see this descending trend, a few descending trend lines, but mainly here we got this these two little peaks above the descending trend. First time wasn't successful, wicked all the way back down to 95. Now it's retrying again. Stronger likelihood of breaking through that $97 to $98 barrier. So if we take a look at the 4 hour time frame, we can kind of see we're retesting 50 in the RSI. We're tentatively above it if we can close where we're at or higher. So there's a solid chance we're going to see traditional RSI get above 50 here today. Same thing with money flow index. We need that to be higher. I don't love seeing MFI below traditional RSI because that shows that there's weakness and it's not really all that strong, if that makes sense. In other words, there's not as much volume now as there was a few days ago, and that can contribute adversely based on selling pressure. Okay, that's why getting above 50 on the hour side is a good starting point, but MFI above 50 would be even better. We do have a stochastic swing to the upside that's positive. That's a good momentous push. MACD also converging. So there are definitely some really good contributing factors here, but you do got to recognize we're still below the 50-day SMA on the 4 hour as well. So getting over the 50 on the 4 hour and the daily would be huge. That would get us a closure at like $98, $99 or higher, would put us right in that range. Okay, so I know beggars can't be choosers, and I've already said that, but generally speaking here, if we can get above this little slightly descending trend here and start establishing higher highs and higher lows, which we kind of already are, if you will. We are establishing higher lows and a tentative higher high. This next high can break 97.50. We're going to be in good shape. So a closure above 97.50 today, I think, would be a pretty important continuing factor or potential for continuation. Take a quick look at the hourly. We're just going to double check here the Ichimoku cloud, back up above it. We jumped above, dipped below, now we're back up above again. Okay, but keep in mind, these are very natural things that occur. It's okay for the price action to do that because we are essentially establishing higher highs and higher lows. The fact that we're breaking this descending trend line or breaking through retesting, we haven't closed on the daily yet, but strong likelihood we're going to close at 96 or higher. We should be in pretty good shape here. Again, I mentioned yesterday, closure above 96.50 is important. While it did close above and came below after, we're still back up above there now, and it's an important level to be mindful of. So to me, again, 96.50, 97 today would be fine, but preferably 97.50 so we can break above this most recent high and establish that as a new low. That's essentially what we're looking for here. Again, you can't exactly get what you're looking for, but ideally, we're going to be in a 97.50 or higher closure today. That's kind of what we're looking for. All right, so that's pretty much what I got here. The other thing I think it's important, because I get this question a lot, is in short, the answer is absolutely yes. Bitunix is a phenomenal exchange, no KYC or VPN required, and you get some significant rewards if you use my link to register. Most of my members are using this exchange because they have phenomenal benefits and they're just really, really good, solid level 2 data. Extremely low fees. It's just the way to go. So check them out, of course. The reason why I mention this is because there's a trading competition we're organizing. It'll be near the end of the month, but we are going to do that after they have a little bit of an upgrade there. They're going to be adding more trading pairs, roughly upwards of 200 different trading pairs near the end of the month. So super excited about that. Thanks again, folks. Hope you have a great rest of the day. We'll look forward to work with you. Thanks again. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.